You should just go to the book of Joshua Sensei called The True Teaching on Amida Buddha and His Pure Land. Yes, you can download it for free. Yes, just read the last chapter or the last section, and you will see 20 pages of many passages that describe the true meaning of birth in the Pure Land by many masters, Nagarjuna, Genshin, Honen, Shakyamuni Buddha himself.
And those passages is actually a collection of passages on the true meaning of birth in the Pure Land. Last chapter, as Kosha said, in that book. And there you can see you have a collection of passages which show you that birth in the Pure Land takes place after that, and another collection of passages that show you that birth in the Pure Land takes place after that, and it means the attainment of enlightenment. And then more passages who show that birth in the Pure Land equals attainment of perfect enlightenment. So you can't confuse yourself unless you really want to be confused or to confuse others. If you read those passages, you'll clearly see that Pure Land is after the death of this physical body and not here and now. Yes.
Yes, another, if you don't, maybe you don't have so much time, you could just go to Amida Dharma, and you will see there in fascicle 11, I think, one of the fascicles, yes, Joshua Sensei will correct me, there is also just 3 pages of all the, a summary of all the enlightened nirvanic capacities that we will have in the Pure Land. And clearly you will see clear as day that we don't have these capacities ourselves now.
Yes. And you can go also to the commentary on the larger sutra in the section where I explain various vows of Amida Buddha himself, in which he promises what qualities, enlightened qualities we will have when we go to the Pure Land. And you can clearly see that you don't have those qualities, enlightened qualities here and now. It's logical. But those guys, those deluded scholars and false teachers do this, promote such misunderstandings that the Pure Land is here and now because they are materialists and atheists, and because they don't accept life after death. For them, only this life exists, and they want to delete from the Buddha Dharma all references to life after death. But which is crazy, because actually Shakyamuni Buddha told us about enlightenment and the liberation from samsara, and samsara itself means the repeated birth and death.
Yes, and actually these reflections upon death and cyclic existence is what makes us Buddhists in the first place. It's not only for
Shakyamuni Buddha said that awareness of death is your best friend on the path. And we have many masters from various traditions who taught about mindfulness of death, you know.
Yes. I only wanted to end this this reflection with a beautiful hymn by Master Fa Chao, quoted by Master Shinran, his Kyogyo Shinsho. He says, "When ordinary beings reach the Western land, Amida Buddha's Pure Land, their karmic evils, countless as particles from long past kalpas, will perish. Endowed with the 6 supernatural powers, they attain unrestricted freedom in action. Forever freed of old age and sickness, they are liberated from impermanence." So here we see another beautiful passage in which it says that we will attain the supernatural powers, yes, and our Buddha nature will be revealed. And from the Pure Land, in Sambhogakaya body, in Dharmakaya, and Nirmanakaya, we will be able to benefit countless sentient beings who were in the past our dear mothers, fathers, sons. So all the people in our past lives will be able to benefit. Okay.
Yes, so and we are freed of old. When we go to the Pure Land, we are freed of old age and sickness. So can those people who pretend that Pure Land is here and now, why do they get old?
Yes, I think it's very sad, and I must say it. It's pathetic that they are doing this, because actually
they simply refuse. They refuse the words of the masters and of Shakyamuni Buddha. They simply refuse. Don't want to see them.
Yes, at the beginning I was puzzled. Yes, also like Joshin and Hosan, who constantly, I mean, we constantly wonder how can these guys be so messed up, so deluded, and
They
it
have
is,
this is an evil intention. Actually, it's not just an ignorance, because
yes,
they know about this. Those scholars and priests who are the Kesa of Nembutsu faith, they know the such passages, but they voluntarily ignore them and make others not to see them. They
yes,
hide those passages, though they have evil intention.
maybe they are influenced by Maras. We don't know. Could be, no?
I'm sure they are influenced by evil spirits or maras,
Yes, I think this is possible too. Yes,
because
also,
to deliberately hide those teachings, to deliberately ignore them for you and others, that's evil.
that's
That's
evil.
not
Yes,
knowing, being ignorant. Being ignorant is one thing, but to know the teaching and hide it and make others to not see it, that's evil.
yes. But for all of you who have eyes to see, this is clear as day in the sutras and passages in the works of Joshua Sensei, Shinran. Go to the larger sutra. It will be very clear to you when you see the supernatural capacities that beings have once they reach the Pure Land. So please be sincere and try to go to the masters themselves and to the sutras.
Yes, just reaffirming what you said, knowledge of death is a friend on the Dharma path. I mean, to realize that this is all there is, it is a self-deception. When you think that there is no afterlife, you basically excuse whatever you do or say in this life. And you can distort the Dharma freely, and you can create heresies at random, and because there's no consequence, you just eat shit, die, and then your body rots with the worms. But anyone who is a true follower of Shakyamuni Buddha knows there are many beings, there are many realms, there are many rebirths, and this is undeniable. And this, and getting back to what Kosho said earlier, in my videos, I always am amazed at the fact that in spite of how screwed up I am as a person, I have Shinjin. I do not doubt that. I know where I'm going when I die. There's no doubt. And there's no way I could produce that in my mind with my emotional capacity. It's, I don't know, I just wanted to say that.
Yes. And there is those scholars also suffer from lack of honesty. They should simply accept, look, guys, we are not religious, we are atheists, we don't believe in life after death. Then we should not be here in Jodo Shinshu. We should not wear the robes because we don't believe in the Dharma. Why should we call ourselves Buddhist or Jodo Shinshu Buddhist if we don't believe in the Pure Land? We think the Pure Land is here and now, when the Shakyamuni says no, and the master says no. So they are not honest. If they were honest, they would simply go home.
Yes, but instead they
So
are
this is
using,
why I say that is evil.
yes.
It is pure evil to hide the truth, to hide the Dharma,
Yes.
because you are not able to believe in the Dharma,
Yes,
to accept the Dharma in faith, as Shakyamuni said in the sutra, in the larger sutra.
yes, thank you for saying that out loud, Sensei, because I had imagined that myself, but I hadn't said it out loud. But I do think that these guys are being influenced by, I don't know, something very, really spooky here. It's happening because, I don't know. It's just my gut. I don't know.
Greatest atrocity in all of this is that you deny people knowledge of Shinjin as being a reality. And in doing that, you rob people of believing in Shinjin as something that they can receive. And as a person of Shinjin, that's unforgivable to me. It just
Yes,
it-
to officially be part of a religion of simple faith, and to deny the object of faith, then why you are still there, you know? And I know why they are still there, because they want to destroy it, because this is the simplest path, the easiest path toward liberation, and they want to destroy it, or their spiritual boss, or their spiritual bosses, that is maras, or various maras, or evil spirits that manipulate them, want this path to be destroyed, because otherwise I have absolutely no explanation why they are in an they pretend to be part of a religion of faith, but deny the very object of faith, of that faith. It's crazy.
Yes, it's very crazy indeed. Thank you very much for saying all of that, Yoshin, Yoshi Sensei, Hosen. Yes, indeed.
I'm saying this out loud for 20 years. This year I make 20. There are 10 to 20 years since I became ordained, and you guys who will also be ordained, you have the duty as ordained people to speak against wrong views and to present the true teaching.
Yes, we have lots of work here, because here in Latin America has become like a place for many heresies coming from Brazil and Argentina.
Yes,
with
Brazil.
Here, and actually one of the most famous teachers here from Brazil, who recently passed away, he was a Freemason, no? And he openly rejected all traditional Buddhism, and he was in favor
what
of
kind of organizations they are part of, but at least I want them to I want to see them that they accept the object of faith as being real, that they say Amida is real, the Pure Land is real, that they accept the teaching as it was taught by Shakyamuni and the masters. This is what I want from them, you know. I don't care what secret life they have.
yes.
But of course, perhaps many such secret organizations have doctrines that are contrary to Buddhism.
No, that is precisely my point. That the thing is that
Yes.
he was preaching Freemasonry. Yes, it was not like a club for him. He was openly saying that Amida Buddha was like a god or something like that, which is terrible.
What was his name?
I forgot.
You
Joao
forget.
Gonçalves.
Joano?
Or Gonçalves was his last name. Yes.
Ricardo or okay.
Maybe you know him, but the thing is that as soon as I discovered that he was preaching this mysticism, esoteric bullshit, I unfriended him on Facebook.
Because they receive, or because nobody cares in Nishi or Higashi Honganji who is the person who is to be ordained, because they don't check their faith, they don't check their understanding, they don't try to see what those people think and what kind of faith they have.
No, they don't care.
And they ordain people like in a factory. They want to have more priests, so they ordain many people without checking their understanding. This is contrary to what we do here at Amidaji, where we have these examinations when we have to be certain before ordaining somebody that that person really understands the Dharma. Of course, we can also be fooled, because everybody can be fooled, even us. But at least we try to be sure by having this examination. We are trying our best to have these examinations and these discussions on faith. What is true faith? What is false faith? As Renyo Shonin said, always talk about your faith and the faith of others in terms of right and wrong. This is what we do. So we try to prevent as much as possible people without faith to be part of Amidaji, yes, or to teach the Dharma at Amidaji. But they don't care in Nishi Honganji or Higashi Honganji.
That's the good thing about Amidaji, is that we not only teach people what to do, but what not to do, which is something that many temples don't like. They always tell people what to do, but they never prohibit anything.
We don't tell them what to do in their private life, in their bedroom.
Yes.
We just tell them
In
what to
terms
do
of
from
doctrine,
the dharmic point of view.
of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed, Sensei.
Because this is what a teacher has to do.